Welcome to the second part of the development of the About Me section video. In this one, we are going to be centering this horizontal ruler, and also we are going to give the image some borders, and we're going to make it circular, and also it's a bit taller, like it's a bit squished, the image right now. I'm going to make it a perfect square, and also we are also going to make it look like designs, which is a circle. Okay, so I'm going to start with making this horizontal ruler. Well, this is not centered, right? I'm going to push this down a little bit or make it centered inside the div that it's in. So we are going to use align item center in here, and also we're going to use align item center in this div so we can make the image a square. So this title row is used in here, and the description row is used in there. And this is the div that I have the image and also my paragraphs and all the strings. And this div is the title, and towards the left, towards the right of the div, you have the horizontal ruler. So if I just say align items center here, this is where we failed in the last stream. I'm not sure if I used align content or align items, but you should use align items if you want to center vertically. Okay, so that fixes the image, and also that centers the horizontal ruler. Now we need to make the image, rounded, right? To do that, I'm going to take you back about 3 years to my previous personal website. There you go. It's still hosted in this address. I'm still using Firebase to host it. This is my previous website that I made years ago. I know it looks very similar to what we have right now. And yes, well, I ported this to React first, and then I started modifying it. So this is the image style that we're going to use. Obviously, this is not the image that we're going to use. This is a very old image, but we are going to be using the styles. So first thing, we are going to have a border, right? So let me just copy this style. We're going to paste it in our Sass. So this image will have some borders. And the border color, let's just give it black borders for now. We can change it later. Okay, the image has borders now, and if I say border radius, 100%, does that make it a square? Yeah, there you go. Well, I need to figure out what the border color is though, so I've used what color in here? 49, 49, 49. Okay, we're going to use the same one in here as well. Okay, now we need to apply grayscale filter to the image. Grayscale filter CSS. Okay, we can use that. Well, I'm not going to go with 100%. I'm just going to go with 80% grayscale. I want some color in the image, not a lot. Let's go with 85%. That still has some colors. But okay, that looks fine. Okay. Nice. And next thing we're going to do, we are going to add a hover tag. Okay, hover. And we are going to decrease the grayscale on hover to 0%. I want the image to be colorful when someone hovers over it. Okay, now we need to add an animation for that. So we are going to say transition filter 0.3 seconds. Okay, maybe a bit less. 0.3 seconds is a bit too much. Let's go with 0.2. Okay, that looks good. I think that's it. Looks very good. Now, I think I should make this section a bit wider, and I need to push this image towards, well, a bit up and to the left. So I should add some image margin right. Margin right, let's give 30 pixels. How does that look? Okay, that looks good. And let's make this paragraph a bit wider. All right, let's push the image to the left a bit more. Let's go at 50 pixels. Okay, that looks very good, I guess. Okay. Let's remove the YA developer section now. So let's search for that string. Where is that coming from? So it's coming from here, intro title and intro text. Well, we can probably get rid of both of them. Let's remove them. And let's go to the home page. Now the home page should be throwing some errors. So this section has an ID, and the ID is content.yaDeveloperReference. Okay, that means we need to give an ID to our About Me section here, which is fine. I'll just add a property to the About Me section. Okay, we don't need this section padding class anymore. We've removed those. Yep, I think we can just get rid of this. Oh, I need to get rid of this style as well. Why a developer text? Okay, let's get rid of this one. Let's go back and we can remove this one as well. Let's remove the style from here. And this section should be gone. Okay, all that's left to do is to add some horizontal rulers in here. And we can do that in the home page. Let's copy the horizontal rulers that we had. So I'm just going to copy this thing and I'm going to add it here. So that will add some horizontal ruler between them. Okay, that looks very good. So this section is a bit too wide. I probably forgot to set max width for this section, right? I think so. Let's fix that very quickly. So that section is the project section. So let's go in. Where is the project section? It's in here, project. We have the project cards and these things. Okay, so the class name is here. We have the project cards. Okay, time to create a project section. Max width 1140 pixels. That is the max width of a container. This is by the way, this is a temporary solution. I'm going to be doing what I did for the About Me section. All sections should be contained inside their own components, and I'm going to be refactoring all of these things. I have a tech dev item on the list to do that. So all of the sections are going to look like this, About Me, and it will have an ID. So this it applies to this section as well. This section is going to, well, I'm going to extract all of these things into their own component. Okay, now that we've added this here, let's also add it to home.jsx. Okay. All right, let's add it to the projects section. So we have the project card in here, and then we also have a row in here. I think we need to add a new div in here, and this div is going to take that new class name. Whoops. Okay, there. Okay, let's take these up by one. Okay, I need to do margin left and right auto. I'm just going to use Bootstrap for now because these things are going to be refactored anyway. This is a temporary solution. So margin on the x-axis, auto. But now that section should be centered. Okay, that works. Good. Let's see how all of these things look in mobile now. So if I keep shrinking the page, that's fine, still looks good. I need to get rid of the image. I'll do that, or I can just resize it. That's fine. Okay, I keep resizing. The rest of the page looks good. All right, everything seems to be as expected. On small websites, I'm probably gonna get rid of this image, to be honest. And I need this heading to be aligned to the left. Does this have some margins towards? Yeah, it has margin left. Okay, let me fix that. So heading, title, margin left, 15 pixels. Let's fix that. So let's go to the About Me section again. And then here we have heading, class name heading. So this heading should have margin left 0 pixels. Okay, that aligns it to the left, and on small screens I want this right margin to be less. So let's add this style for that one. Screens, if the screen size is small, then margin right should not be that much. Let's say, actually that margin is coming from the horizontal ruler, right? Yeah, so this needs to go not here, but we need to add it to there. Oops. Okay, we need to add it to there. Margin right, let's say 10 pixels for a small screen. So that should bring the line closer to, not margin right, it's margin left. Come on. Okay, that should bring the horizontal ruler closer to the About Me text in here, and let's decrease the margin bottom. So the title row, if the screen size is small, then margin bottom should be 10 pixels. It should be much less, whatever it is, it should be much less than 50. Okay, that looks fine. That's acceptable. Now this image needs to go on mobile versions of the website. I don't want to show a huge image of myself on the mobile version, so I can probably get rid of it. So if the screen size is small, let's go with display none. So that should hide it. Okay, the image is gone. On small screen sizes, if we keep resizing, the image will come back. Nice. Okay, now I want to hide the image if the screen size is less than medium, actually. So yeah, on an iPad, on a vertical iPad, I don't need to show the image. Okay, that looks good, and the image will come back when the website size is, above 767 pixels. Okay. Let's adjust these ones as well. If the screen size is large, then you can go for width 660 pixels. I think this is considered as large, right? Yes. So let's go with extra large. So extra large can be 660 pixels. Large screen. If the screen size is large, then just go with 400 pixels. How does that look? Okay, there's an error. Oh, widths. Width. All right, let's pull the image to the right of this area. Right, let's do that. So image margin right. If the screen size is large, then we don't want to have a margin right, right? Margin right 0 pixels, or we don't need pixels if that's going to be 0. Okay, that brings the image to the right of the div. Let's decrease these paddings. They're a bit too much for maybe not. Let's see how that looks on an iPad. So vertical iPad, the image is still visible. Is there some? Yeah, those margins are a bit too much. So let's decrease the margins a tiny bit. So what margins do we have in here? This section has a lot of paddings. Do we need that much padding? That's coming from section padding, and all sections should have that. Okay, that's fine. Let's just keep it. Let's decrease the paddings in here. So margin bottom 50 pixels. That's probably coming from title row. Yep. Okay. If the screen is large, margin bottom should be 35 pixels maybe. Let's try that. That looks better. Okay, we can increase the width of this image, width of the text a tiny amount, by a tiny amount. So let's go with 420 pixels. All right, that's a bit too much. Let's go with 410 pixels then. Whatever we can push max. 415. Is that too much? Yes. Okay, fine, let's go with 410 then. One last thing to change in this section. I want to change the styling of the bullet points. And extra large width picker is not working, so instead I'm probably going to move this to here, and let's get rid of this line. Okay, let's move that to there as well. Okay, that fixes everything. Oh, there's still an error. What's the screen size? Let's go to width picker. So we have large, extra large, greater than extra large. Huh. So that was extra large that we were modifying before. So we still need to add another screen type in here. Screen extra large. And we're gonna go with width. Let's go with 550 pixels. Is that fair? Is that good? Is that small enough? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. If we keep resizing, yep. Okay, that looks very good. I can always adjust the margins offline, which is fine. Okay, one last thing to do. I want to change the bullet point styles to be to match the designs. I have these greater than equal signs, and I want the same ones. And apparently the way that you do it is like this here. So I'm going to change the before. I'm going to use this before selector. I'm not sure how you can use that in Sass. This is pure CSS. It's probably going to be the same, but let's try it. Oops. So let's go with list item before. Oops, we don't need the curly brackets. Okay. And we need these things. Need to import that style now. List item. Oh, okay. I need to say list style none. So we need to put that class name to here instead. Okay. Let's try Unicode character converter. Okay, that's what I needed. Let's replace this thing. Okay, those are greater than signs. Font weight, I don't want font weight bold. Color can be default. Display, inline block, that's fine. Okay. Now the problem becomes, how do we, instead of assigning margin left in here, I think I need to assign margin left on the whole list itself. Oh, the padding, I mean, probably. Okay, so it has some paddings to the left, and I don't want that. So let me just get rid of those paddings. So this is not list style, this is list item style. And so this is going to be named as list item style from now on. And we've just added a new class name. That class name is called list padding. And that goes in here. Okay, all of them is aligned to the left, just like the designs now. Cool. Cool. Well, that's it. That is the new About Me section. And I'm going to try with this new header type. So I'm going to apply the same thing to projects when I'm refactoring it, probably. And I know that this image just made our website 70 or 80 kilobytes larger, but we are going to be removing some other stuff in the future. So I'm hoping to compensate for that. Okay. Now, the last problem that we need to take care of is these hard-coded strings. I need to use a map function, and I need to get them from a JSON. Well, that's what we are aiming for. And also there's the section ID. So let's go back to the home page and see how we, that's the hero. I want to see the home page. Okay, let's see how we use JSONs. So I can create a JSON like this, probably. Let's go in here, in there. Let's copy and paste this. Let's say about me. So that's the about me JSON now. Description head. We will have a description tail. And we will have the items in here. All of these are going to be strings, so we will have several of these. Okay, let's open the About Me section vertically. Oh, that's going to be the first thing. That's going to be the description head. Looks good. Those are there. We can shrink this window and work on our map function. So we're going to have some JavaScript in here, and we're going to say about me dot items dot map. And how did we write a map function now? All right, inside here, apparently we say we open and close the parentheses, equals, greater than, and open and close parentheses again. And inside those parentheses, we place our component. So it's going to be a list item like this. Let's paste it there. And this is going to be called item. Let's just say it's an item. Oops. Put that there. Okay, let's see if that works. Yep, that does work. There you go. All the content is still here, but none of it is hard-coded. Oh, I think I need to put this inside the JSON as well. Okay. Profile picture or portrait alt. And that needs to be a string. Well, okay, let's do this, and there's no need to put a colon in the semicolon, or anyway, let's just put this here, portrait alt. This portrait alt needs to go in here. And we forgot to put about me in the beginning. Oh, I forgot the title. Nice. There's a title, obviously. This title is about me. Wow, okay. Everything still works, and everything still seems to be functioning fine. Yeah. Okay, good. Next thing is the ID of this section, because if you click to this arrow icon, arrow animation now, it doesn't know where to go because this section doesn't have an ID right now. To fix that, we are going to put an ID in here. Just give an ID in here, and we need to use prop types now. I can just copy the prop types from a simpler component. Let's use heading. That's the simplest one we have. Let's go back in here, paste them there, and whoops, I didn't copy it fully. Okay, paste them here. So this is not heading, this is about me. Paste it there. Prop types, we don't have that, and we don't have default props because ID is a required string, I guess, is required. Okay, cool. And we need to pass that ID in here. Good. Now we need to pass the ID in the home page. That's already done. Let's refresh. If I click the arrow animation in here, it should take me to the About Me section, and it does. Cool. Well, there you go. That marks the end of this stream.